Hey guys, what's up? It's Jason from the Brash Gate. Hope you're doing well. So check it out. Today we're going to review the RailCar Fine Goods 14-ounce wax canvas jacket. When I do reviews, I try not to compare whatever I'm reviewing to something else made by a different company that might be the same, because I just like to review things generally, just as I'm looking at that thing rather than comparing it, right? Review's a review. I'm thinking about possibly doing some comparison videos in the future, like a Filson versus Freenote video, maybe USA made versus imported, so on, right? So at the Brash Brigade, I have a 40 possible point scoring system. You can get up to 10 points in 4 categories: comfort, build, price, cool factor. I have my Freenote out because this jacket got a score of 39, almost a unicorn. And I'm only bringing this out to show you a couple things I wish this jacket had, and if it did, I might like this jacket more than the Freenote. There are a lot of things I really like about this RailCar Fine Goods wax jacket. So for comfort, the Freenote got a 9. I have to give this one an 8 because it's a 14-ounce dry wax canvas jacket. Dude, it's very stiff, which I actually like. I like, kind of having to break things in, whether it be selvage denim or canvas. Very, very stiff. This will stand up on its own, but it doesn't have lining, okay? And the Freenote does. It has a brushed sort of like flannel lining, satin in the sleeves. This does not, but I still really like this jacket. So for comfort, I'm going to give it an 8 because the Freenote got a 9. Build, Freenote got a 10, but because of what I just said, this doesn't have any lining. It has some really cool details though. Like, I think they call this shelling, right? Like, just those little details are done very well. There's a lot of bar tacking on this jacket. Again, it uses something called like a 14-ounce dry wax. The build is right on the money, but because it doesn't have like lining, I mean, that's kind of a big deal, right? Like, if you've ever worn a wax canvas jacket without lining compared to one with lining, it's night and day. Now, to be fair, it doesn't really bother me that much, although I was looking at this jacket like 2 years ago, and the reason I didn't buy it was specifically because of that reason. I found this one on the secondary market. I think I paid $250 for it, which is like pretty much half price what they normally go for, so I bought it to review for you guys. So for build, okay, Freenote got a 10. I'm going to give this a 9 because it is built very, very well. There's like not a misstitch on it. They have a lot of bar tacking, which just reinforces like pull points and stuff like that. It's made super well. And if it had lining, right, and I imagine they would do just as good of putting the lining in as they did on the jacket, it'd probably be a 10. But I got to give it a 9 for build. Price, okay. The Freenote, when I bought the Freenote, it was $450. This one is $425. For $25 more, Freenote gives you, brushed Japanese lining. They actually use something called Martexin 10-ounce wax canvas, which that's just like a canvas company that's known for making good wax canvas. I don't know where they source their wax canvas from. I actually tried calling their store yesterday, and the guy was super less than helpful who answered the phone. He literally said, "I just work here, man. I just watch the store." And like, yeah. So anyways, the price being that, again, yes, it's made in America. Yes, they make all their own stuff, and I think that is very cool. But because it doesn't have the lining, because I'm not really sure what type of wax canvas this is, it doesn't say on the website, at least not that I could find. The Freenote got a 10. I'm going to give this a 9. I might be being kind of generous, but I really do like this jacket. But since it doesn't have lining, and since I can't really ask them questions because I called and the guy couldn't answer them, a 9. Cool factor, I really want to like this company. They're from Southern California, and I love supporting brands that are from, obviously where I'm from. Freenote got a 10 because their flagship store is 5 minutes from me. Guys there have always been super cool. They usually give you like the local guy discount, which is very nice. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to give them a 9 for cool factor. If the guy that answered their phone, whoever they have working there, I don't know, maybe like tell him to know about the products he's selling, because he couldn't answer like super basic questions. Like, oh, where do they source their wax canvas from on their almost $500 wax canvas jacket? Because even though it's $425, after all the cool taxes we pay, it'll be closer to $500. So anyways, this thing gets a total score of 35. At the Brass Brigade, anything above a 35, I highly recommend. And if you don't mind, I'm going to take my mic off real quick. Super stiff canvas, and you're okay with, a break-in period, check out RailCar Fine Goods. I mean, it will stand up on its own. Watch. Anyways, you get the picture. Check out RailCar Fine Goods. Tell them the Brass Brigade sent you, and I'll see you on the next one. Yeah.